We're at one end of the Blackpool illuminations. It pretty much starts from here. We're at the Bispham end. We'll be working our way this way. The first lot of are these. So there's just some plain lights to start off with, but then we've got these. Bit of an Egyptian theme there. Boom boom. I think you might recognise this one. This is basil brush. Christine says they're the same lights as what they had on when she brought her kids here. So, but if you watch this is a motorcyclist who's going to jump the buses. So he starts at this far end. I don't know if you can see. And going, gets a bit faster and faster. There he goes, picking up a bit of pace. They are. Right, so we're going to do this in a couple of halves. We'll be going down not quite as far as the tower. We'll stop just a little bit short of that, and then tomorrow night we'll get the other half. Here we've got pirates. I think these are a little bit dark, to be fair. It's a bit difficult to see. There's a galleon. Yeah, I think it's might be quite difficult for you to see these at night. There's plenty of light that's on it, but but it's a fair old walk for us to do. So I think we've got about 2.5 miles to do. So this is a teddy bear's picnic. It kind of might be quite difficult for you to make out some of these ones. There's some that are a bit more lit up, coming in a bit. So this one is Aladdin. So I don't know if you can make the writing out at the top, which is open sesame, I'll say in a moment. Open sesame. And this is Aladdin. It might be quite, it could be quite difficult to see these, but oh, that's lit up a bit better. Yeah, it's quite good, that. And these are a little bit easier to see. I think they're all the sun, so I guess that's winter, autumn. I think we've got summer. And spring. be a bit more going on this one. So then again, I mean, these cameras are not built for doing night time, so it can sometimes be a bit difficult for it to pick up things. It's all about recycling, so I don't think it's a particularly old one. What I do think is kind of funny is you've got non-recyclable waste and warning hot and hazardous waste storage, and weirdly enough it looks like the McDonald's M. It might be a different colour, but I don't think it's meant to be the McDonald's M. They're quite good, those ones, I must admit. Some nice ones, more nice ones that are coming up. I think the lights are much better. I think they come through a bit better on the video. So, very similar ones, just different colours. Change them driving the lights, so that's some of the ones that are over the road. They do improve a little bit further down. At the moment we're walking this particular series of lights. And we go up to where the tram runs now, so we'll be walking along where that goes. Hopefully we'll see the one of the highly decorated trams come past. I can tell you that how much is it for a highly decorated one, Christine?
16 quid.
How much?
About 16 quid.
About 16 quid each for a decorated tram. Yeah, quite nice. Not sure what light around the world really means, but like Aztec type things, aren't they? So coming up now is Doctor Who with 4 Daleks and the infamous police box, which is allegedly bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. And then we've got 4 spacemen. Sooty, Sweep, Sue, and the person that now operates them, Richard. There is some sound with some of these lights, but they're not really on very loud, I presume, because the neighbours would complain, I presume. Couple of crowns. There's one coming up with some ballet dancers on. I think it's supposed to be Swan Lake. However, it says Swan Lane. It does. Chrissy said it doesn't. It does. You have to. I'll stop. You can have a look. I say it says Swan Lane. Christine says it doesn't. So she says it says Lake. I think it more says something like Lane or Lahi.
It's a K.
It's not a K.
It's a K. Keep watching, it's a K.
In your world.
Right, I'll take a close
So.
look just for you.
I think some of them are sponsored by different people. I'm not saying this one is, but it's quite a cool one. So, Lolly's in love with light. I think you have to have epilepsy. This, I don't think, is the place to be. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, but it's obviously something to do with some exotic island. We're on to animals now. We'll just cross the road behind the tram. It's gone past. There we go. And we'll walk down this side. Butterfly. I think it's supposed to be an angelfish. We think. Peacock. And this is a nursery rhyme coming up after the bus stop. So what we've got now is Hickory Dickory Dock. So there you go. Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse was gone. Hickory Dickory Dock. Although Christine said it's not that. It's Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mice ran down. Hickory Dickory Dock. And I don't think it's that. I think it's Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse was gone. Hickory Dickory Dock. Some of these are advertised by companies or things that go on in the community. So this is BV, Building Young Brains. So I think it says Blackpool better start, and then on the things like 2 feet and a heart shape in the middle. I think this one is more a relation to Halloween. I think the one in the window downstairs is singing it, and the other ones are doing the backing vocals. I don't know if you could hear the song. It was a 60s soul song. I think Christine's singing the words to it. It's one of her favourite songs, that one. And Alice in Wonderland. Although I must admit, I found this a bit freaky, to be quite honest. And I thought it was a bit weird. Thought their faces are strange. I mean, she got like blood running down from her eyes, and really strange.
Am I gonna hide this?
And yes, I do know what that is. That is 10 shillings and sixpence. That's the end of these ones. We've got some basic lights coming up now. We're going to walk along the roadside now, so we can pick those up. I don't know if you can see those in the distance. There you go. I think it makes a bit of a change to walk the lights rather than drive the lights, although driving the lights is still quite good. Still just not getting as busy as what I expected it. It's been a fairly quiet evening. I'm in two minds whether I'm gonna take my voice off and speed it up, or just let it run for the full length. And Christine said leave it, make them suffer all of it. They can always fast forward it if they don't want to. But, yeah, I think the lights improve a bit in a minute. So far we've just had some quite basic ones, but all of those boards along one side now seem to improve a little bit. I suppose we're getting to the bit about what Blackpool Lights really are all about. They do have at both ends, this end and the far end, some booths, so you can stop in your car and you can donate for the upkeep of the lights. They do ask that you, well, they don't specifically ask you, but there is a notice with a suggested donation of between £5 and £10. You don't have to donate if you don't want to. Looks like this one's not playing properly, the one in the middle. There's just the centre part of it working by the looks of it, and it's not going right the way across the road. Looks like there's a couple like that. Shame really. But I suppose it is what it is. Like Christine said, it's not changed in 25 years, which is a bit sad really, but you know, I suppose if you've never seen the lights before, it's your first time. There's a bit there that says lit by donations, contactless payments. I don't know if you managed to read that one that came up. Bit of advertising there for Partingtons, which is a place where you can with caravans and such like a holiday camp. So this section's showgirls. I don't know if Blackpool really has any showgirls anymore. I think it kind of looks better when you're looking at it in the distance as opposed to the ones that are close by. But oh, I think here comes the train. This is I think, was it? No, sorry, I thought the train was in the background behind this this tram. But, I think it is. Yep, the train is coming. The eyesight's not as bad as what I thought it was. I will stop and film that. There's another set of lights here on this side. Just an odd light show thing on its own, and it says I am the resurrection and the life. Anyway, here comes the tram, so we'll watch this go past. It's about 16 quid each to ride on that. If you ride on the ordinary tram, it's about 4 quid, but it's 16 to ride on that. It's very busy as well. They keep the lights on. I think they at the moment, this time of year, they turn the lights on about 5 o'clock at night, so it's just as it's got dark, and they run them till about 10 or 11 o'clock when they switch them off. So it seems to be getting a bit busier now, but it's still not, you know, nose to tail. The traffic's still moving at a fair speed. I think the showgirl section goes pretty much all the way down to the roundabout. On the roundabout there's a display on the roundabout. Now it's sponsored by Airfix, so there's a couple of model aircraft on there, Spitfires, Hurricanes, I think, something like that, and they've decorated those with lights as well. I think the roundabout is actually sponsored by Airfix anyway, but I couldn't actually swear to that. There's some trees lit up in the park. There's like a memorial park just over to me right down there, between where that set of lights are. But we're going to cross over in a minute. When Christine comes. So there's the lights both ways. I've crossed over specifically for the models, the Airfix sponsored models, which are on the roundabout. They're not little models, they are big ones. It is quite cool though. But if you can see the trees, the white one, the green one, the purple one in the distance, they're lit up as you go through the park. I presume by about this point you'd be going, I wish you'd driven down. It'd be finished by now. But we're still on the Showgirls. I think this is coming up to the end of those. And then it's coloured lights which are like droplets, like they're running downwards. You might just be able to see the top of the tower over the top of the houses in the distance in green. But yeah, they're nice. They're actually better than what I thought they were going to be this year. I have seen them several times before. Don't think we came last year. Don't think. We definitely came, or been every other year that Christine and I have been together. Generally come for the fireworks, but we missed those, which were on the other weekend, the competition, and then do the lights at the same time. As you can see, it's Remembrance Day weekend, so today's Friday, so Saturday or Sunday between 10 and 1:30. We've got some of these roads are closed. It appears there's some motorhome parking on here, so the reason why I'm paying attention to that is because we tried to book 2 nights, and on our stop on the Bank Street car park, but it wouldn't let us. And I think it's something to do with the time of year. Anyway, I'll do this first. There's your Airfix models. They're really cool. As you can see, there's the Airfix logo. They obviously sponsor this all year round. It is really quite cool. I don't know why Airfix specifically do this, but I don't know if they've got an affiliation with Blackpool or not. However, see if we can get off this roundabout. Move a bit quicker there than what I would normally move. We're back into some basic lights again now. Yeah, as I was saying, we can only have one night, wouldn't let us book anymore, and I don't know if that's because there's something going on this weekend or not, but we're a bit worried because we wanted to do 2 nights here. Now I've seen that park up place, if we can't get another night where we are, we can always move to there, so that possibly sorts us out our second night if we get stuck. I'm hoping that when our time runs out, about 5 o'clock tomorrow, we can rebook where we are, but at least I've just seen another park up spot and there's people on it, so it will allow us to go there. Christy's saying really? Yeah, anyway, we're back on some basic lights again. There's plenty of them crisscrossing the road all the way down here. Looks quite good with the tower in the background. Like, it's going to be a long video this, but I think Blackpool's quite a shame really. There's plenty of hotels and that here, but this end is, I suppose, the better end. There's better properties, or seems to be better properties around this end than down the other. It's quite run down in some places. I think the front is quite good. I think they've done a really good job of that, and I know you've seen that on other videos that we've done when we've been cycling. We've done Fleetwood to the tram stop at the far end. I think we're going to cross the road again and walk up the middle bit. So we'll walk up here. Seems to be less people around. The lights seem to have been put up in sections, so like different areas of different things, and not actually mixed up. I think personally I'd like to have seen them all mixed up, so you don't just get this like a string of just flashing lights. They're mixed in with some of the other fancier illuminations. You know, some people listen to some shit, don't they? Or is that just me getting old? Let's have a little bit of a look back. I'll step into where the trams come, just so you can see the tower there in the background. Looks really cool. It's difficult to see that when I'm walking by the roadside. I won't stay on there for long, like what you'd probably like me to. So the lampposts tend to cover it up. So I think we're moving out of the flashing lights and into, for want of a better word, I suppose, is swirls. Swirls and changing colours, blending colours. You can actually wonder, what's your green dot? And I have no idea what they're on about. And it stops here. Zero tolerance towards the abuse of women and girls in Blackpool. Maybe that green dot's got something to do with that. Who knows? Who knows? There's the Imperial Hotel. I think it's one of the nicer hotels in Blackpool, I think. I don't know if you can see the big wheel in the background as well, lit up. That was quite cool. And the lights over on the right hand side, the series of lights, that one's part of North Pier. That's where, when they do the fireworks, they do those off that pier. So it's quite spectacular. You've got a really black, dark background for the fireworks to show themselves off. I think we've been really good with the weather, considering it was supposed to rain. It's not been bad at all. Not been bad at all. Tower's now becoming a little bit larger than life. There's a lot more going on around that centre point where the tower is. We'll pick that up on tomorrow's video. And there's a few bits and pieces to do. There's a big open space right in front of the tower, so I think there's a fair few things that are going on. Up there, there's Christine in the distance. I'll stay on her light because she started running now, because when she's taking photographs she has to stand and hold the camera for ages so you can let more light into the lens, otherwise the picture would be awful. So there she is. There she is. Might not have been able to see her in the dark, but really good lights. They have been good. Quite enjoyed them, and it's been quite a good walk as well. So, just a couple more of the swirls to go, and then a couple of swirls to go, and then we're on to a batch of what are in effect just plain white lights. There's only a couple of them that are flashing, seem to be on all the time. Now this is the last of the swirls. So it'll be a long old walk tomorrow, so it's longer than what we'll have done today. What we have done is we've kind of done it in two parts. So when we was walking down to the other end, because where we're parked is down at this end, when we was walking to the end where we started, Christine was taking loads of photographs on the way down. She did that because if we had to do all the photographs walking this way, even though she's actually behind me and has to catch up. It's only the odd photograph that she's doing. I mean, each photograph's taking, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, I think. You can see the right now, you can see the North Pier. Like I say, that's the one they do the fireworks on. They shut all the lights off and they have fireworks all the way along it. And it's the World Championship Finals is what they hold here. Each display is about 15-20 minutes and they do one a week. So over about a 3-week period, and then the winner does another display, a winning display. I think so. I think that's how it works. There's Blackpool Towers changing colours. Tide appears to be in. We came one year to see the fireworks, and Christine's friend sent her a message, or sent a thing saying she was in Blackpool for the lights, and she was a good friend of Christine's, work colleague. And she crossing over it. She was a good friend of Christine's, a work colleague, a close work colleague. And Christine said, "Oh, we're in Blackpool for the fireworks as well." Christine said, "Whereabouts are you?" She said, "We're on the beach, watching the display from the beach." Christine said, "You can't be. It's high tide." And high tide comes right in and comes right up the, there's like steps leading off the beach. She said, "I am." And to prove it, she sent a photo of a dead seagull to Christine. Anyway.
There was no beach.
Pardon?
There was no beach.
There was no beach, yeah, it's like it is today. It's we've got it's at high tide, or we're at high tide. Okay, the hotel that's in front of us at the moment, the Metropole, used to be, many years ago, a very, very expensive hotel to stop at. It was the place to stay. A lot of top celebrities, that's where they would stay. It's now,
£30 a night.
yeah, it's about 30 quid a night now. It's quite rubbish, I think. Run down, that's the word I'm looking for.
Dirty.
Yeah, dirty, run down, not the nicest place at all. When Christine was younger, there's a singer called Gary Newman, and he came and stayed here, and Christine came here and tried to get into the hotel.
We watched him in Blackpool first.
She watched him in Blackpool, the Winter Gardens first, and then tried to get here to get into the hotel where he was staying. Christine had already got her knickers and that lot off trying to get.
Hold on.
No.
I was about 12.
She was about 12. 15 she said she was when she came here. Oh dear. No.
Put it now.
Yeah, it's it was like Christine's just said, it was very posh then. Well, we're nearing the end of our first section of lights. Dies a bit of a death here for, 100 yards or so. So what I'll do, is we'll call it a day here, and then, although you won't know, but when we start it again, we'll be at the beginning of the lights where the blue and red is flashing in the front. So that's where we'll start from. We're going to take a look around the Church of the Sacred Heart. So this is a church in Blackpool called Church of the Sacred Heart. I think it was the first Catholic church in Blackpool in 1857. Used to hold the services at the one of the hotels before then. not very often we visit an English church, but plus the other reason for doing it is we've got a different setting on the camera that Christine wanted to try, so nice enough church, I suppose. Nice. Let's go out and turn it off. Okay, we're going to start in second part 2 now. Second part. We're down at the North Pier, so we're going to follow this now all the way to the end. This is where we left off, pretty much maybe 20 or 30 yards up the road that way, but we'll see. Anyway, I suppose this section is the arches, I think, for want of a better word, is what we've actually got. I think the flashing swords and such like go down really well with the kids. Very busy at the minute. It's getting busy. It's Saturday, so really cool. I think there's quite a few things that are going on when we get in front. I do know they are building an area for a fun fair. I don't think it's open as of yet, so I'm assuming that must be opening next week. I think this is probably the busiest part of town. There is something that we noticed yesterday, that when the trams are coming down, whereas they all used to be lit up, there's only one now, and that was that train. There was nothing else that was very busy. We'll have a look at these few things that are lit up down here. So it's very busy down this part. We're making our way down in front of the tower now. They used to do a light show on the side of the building, which is the bottom of the tower, but I don't think that's on at the moment because of the fun fair that's about to go on. We'll walk through the middle of these, being as they're here.
Excuse me, guys.
So they are
Excuse me,
quite
guys.
cool.
Can I just have 2 seconds, please?
Take a walk through the middle of the which is quite cool. Very busy. I mean, I think these toys do seem to go down really well with the kids. It's about supposed to be like, well, you can't really see it, but we're on what was called a comedy walk area, which is in front of the Blackpool Tower. It's got some famous sayings and quotes from famous comedians and such like. I think we'll make our way back onto the road if we can. Making our way back now to follow the actual lights themselves. It's quite busy this evening, as you'd expect. Not like last night, it was reasonably quiet last night, but it seems fairly busy down this end today. I think that one's Central Pier that you can see lit up over there on the right. I must admit they do look really good. It should quieten down a little bit once we get past these main bits, but then again this is the main bit with all the lights, so it's been quite a good day today. Definitely all lit up. It's very busy this evening, a lot busier than last night. I think it gets a little bit too busy for me. I mean, we came out early, me and Christine thought we'd go for a pint at a pub that we go to drink at quite regularly. Thought it'd be nice and quiet in there. It was absolutely heaving, and that was at tea time. So yeah, I must admit Central Pier does look quite good all lit up.
toss up with you. You have to ever eat my ice cream. Want to be gone.
Christine's having a bit of a whinge because when I
like
start
it.
filming, I pretty much
I was eating ice cream, you're laughing at me.
yeah.
You're walking pretty slow down. Can't walk like
Going too fast for Christine,
that. I know.
which is a
slow
bit
down.
unusual, really.
Slow down.
So
Supposed to look at things, not running.
having a bit of a whinge because you can't look at things at the minute.
Damn right.
But, really good. I know these arches have changed a bit. Well, getting close to the end of these. They've actually been a bit better than what I thought they were going to be fair. The lights, and I did enjoy them the other week when I drove through them. I have enjoyed them when we've come before, but it's I think last couple of times when we've been to see them, it has been chucking it down with rain or very blowy. So anyway, 2 more arches to go, and then it changes to I don't know what's the best way of describing these. Diamonds and
Right by the carriages.
yeah.
Up by the carriages.
Yeah, I think the lights have been a lot better than they normally are. Really quite pleasing. What the hell? Grunty and Pom Pom. Never heard of them.
Are we ready then? On your marks, get set, go! We are racing at 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and number 13 on the smooth from this one. Who gets us trying to get that prize? Who's it going to be?
So these diamonds and whatever they are.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins, Christine said. Diamonds and pumpkins. We're coming to the end of them. There's the last 2 again. And then we're on to castles. So it's still quite busy on this section, must admit. Very pleased with the lights, they are really good. But yeah, castles we're on to now. A dead pheasant down there. Just seen a dead, what a pheasant is doing at Blackpool, dead on the side of the road. God alone knows. But, lost Christine. She did catch me up at one bit, but I think she's been left behind again. Maybe I walked too fast for her. I think that's highly unlikely. Anyway, it's still quite busy, and the amount of traffic, well, there's plenty of that. think probably Friday night's the best night to see it, I think.
First number is on the yellow.
This is very
35, that's yellow,
busy.
35, first number. 65, 65.
Excuse me. I'll look back again. There's a central pier, which looks really cool, all lit up. And North Pier in front of us. Oh dear. Yeah, really good lights. Very busy. I don't know if you noticed, but the horse-drawn carriages, they're quite cool. They're very different. Cinderella ones, I think Christine calls them. So they are quite good, all lit up with the lights on them, and they're here all year round, regardless of whether the lights are on. Very popular though, it seems to be. But they do look quite good. It's a shame they don't light all the trams up anymore. Real shame that. It used to be they were all lit up and they all look really cool, but they're just not. I mean, there's one there that's a ship, but it's not lit up. Don't know why that is. Oh, we seem to have come to the end of the castles. Just some wavy lights now at the moment. And it looks like we're approaching more pumpkin ones, as Christine would call them. I think they're slightly elongated for pumpkin ones. Big advert there up there. Find us in Fleetwood, Affinity, Lancashire. Presume that must be a shop or a shopping precinct. So I presume it's them that are sponsoring this section of lights. I didn't expect it to be this busy when we got up this far up either, to be fair. I know they've still got
I can get it from Bonnie Street.
Pleasure Island to go past, but I'm not even sure it's open.
Pleasure Beach.
Pleasure Beach, sorry, not Pleasure
Not
Island.
open.
Pleasure Beach.
It's not open tonight.
No, Christine said it's not
It's not
open.
open at night.
Doesn't open at night, she said. I've noticed all the carriages are going the same direction we're going. I'm not seeing any coming back. Well, not yet anyway. So instead of them being just the silver or the white colour, we've got changing colours now on the pumpkins, or the elongated pumpkins. There we go, another cellar of swords for the kids and general light stuff. Very good. A bit colder, I think, tonight than it was last night. There's a tram coming. Oh, there we go. And there's me saying that they've not been doing them. They didn't last night, and then one goes past. Make me out to be a liar. Still, it's good to see them. I think it all adds to the illuminations, and I think traditionally they're what a lot of people come to see and ride on, are those.
Very hard.
See Linden lit up in blue there. Only a couple more of these elongated pumpkins to go, and then we're back on some pictures. So I'm not really sure what they are yet, and I've not got the best eyesight in the world, so we'll see. Pardon? I've got Christine behind me going, I need a wee, I need a wee. So
Blackpool Hotel.
Might have to shut off in a minute and go on a bit of a detour. I think I might go myself. I think there might be one on the...
This is it, I've not seen it.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a 2-hour
you're
drive.
looking for 10 minutes.
Oh,
I know, I like that.
I've no idea. No idea. We'll keep walking forward, on the lookout for a loo now. Not really sure what these are
Cars.
specifically about, but
What are the cars?
no, just pictures. I think there's a woman on the left, peacock on the right, lilies, butterflies. I don't know if that's a daffodil, possibly.
That needs to be along here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Dragonflies, fish. I think just random flowers and, say animals, but insects, fish. Now Christine's pointed out that she wants to go to the toilet. It's made me want to go to the toilet. She's at desperate mode. So
I'm going to a hotel.
I think
There should be loads along here, not one.
I think it's going to be a case of switching off while we sort out what we want. Normal service will be resumed. Yates's is on the other side of the road,
Well,
so
well,
I think we'll call.
oh yeah.
That's better. Just been in Mother Hubbard's across there, which is a chip shop. The pair of us feel very much relieved now. I've just been told off for walking too fast,
Yeah.
which from Christine is really a bit strange.
No, but can't look at things.
So anyway, I'll slow down if she can't keep up.
Huh.
So we're continuing on with the plants, insects and fish. Oh, saying that, there is the at the end how it started, peacock and a lady, so there's just a couple of those to go, and then we're on with the Sooty Sweep and Sue, or in another order. There you go. What about that for a van? How cool is that? Pretty good, that. Yeah, very different. And this fella here as well. Although I think he's been outdone, to be fair. But never mind. I think it's a series of them coming. There must be some sort of a club that there seems to be a series of bands that are coming down. Anyway. Back on with the lights. We've got say Sooty, Sweep and Sue. Now in the opposite order. So it's Sue first. Sue is a panda. Well, not a real one. And then they must do the Sooty show here, I think, because this is the second time that we've had Sooty, Sweep, and there's the best one of the three, which is Sweep. He tends to be the mischievous one.
You'll get used to them, buddy.
And then there's Sooty, who does the magic, who doesn't actually speak. Mind you, neither does Sweep, but at least Sweep makes a squeaky noise. Sooty doesn't make a noise at all, but does do magic. I think the words "Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy" are the words he uses for his show, if I remember rightly. Anyway, that's the end of Sooty, Sweep and Sue. Now tells us what the next one is. The next one lot are circus. So there's the clown, the strong man. Christy's doing the actions there for us. There's North Pier again as we approach. Also approaching the pleasure beach. It's not too far away. I think it's just past where it says casino. I think that's the pleasure beach. Don't know if you can see that. I think the next two is, I don't know if she's supposed to be an acrobat or some sort of a swimmer. Oh, tightrope, Christine's pointing out. Doing the tightrope. And then the other one is on a unicycle. Or, as Christine was pointing out, a one wheel. But I think it's actually, is one wheel. But I think they class that as a unicycle. I say one wheel because of what Chantel uses, rides all the time.
No, it's not. It's one wheel. Knock us over. There's stuff like that on the way past.
Yeah. And the what we've got now is the ringmaster, and on the is it a trapeze they call it? Yeah, I think it's the trapeze. The next two. And it looks like we're kind of nearly back to the beginning with slightly different colours. So There's the North Pier again.
Safe here.
Oh, there's one coming back, look.
Don't like it, does it?
No. No, I think he wants to get on. Up South Pier, that's it. I keep saying North Pier.
What's that? South
North's
Pier?
the other end, this is South. Apologies for that. South Pier. Strongman and a clown again. So running through the same as what we've already had. Although I think you get that anyway as you're working your way along. There's a casino. The woman on the unicycle and the woman walking the high wire. As Christine thinks I'm forgetting what they are, so she doesn't talk on the thing, she keeps doing the actions for it. So I look at Christine and it's like a memory jog for the actions.
Ah.
In fact, there's I'll tell you in a minute, the boat is coming past again. It seems funny because we had the train yesterday and it looks like we have the boat today, or ship. Yeah, we're getting close to the pleasure beach now. Yeah, I was about to say, you should try that, Dad, when you're talking. You know, when you're with your Alzheimer's and you're struggling to get your words out. What you need is what I've got, and you need me mum to do the actions, you know, there for you. So you look at me mum doing the actions and you can put them on. I'll demonstrate what I mean. So one that we saw earlier was a woman on a tightrope, and that was Christine's woman on a tightrope. There you go. And mermaid, she was doing that. I don't know if you can see this because it is dark. Mermaid was that, or is that? I think that's because that's what we've got coming up. Our mermaids. So I think we've finished with the circus acts now, and it's mermaids. I think we've got something pretty good on the right hand side to have a look at in a moment, so we'll detour across to look at that. That's the Pleasure Beach bar. That's Pleasure Beach, which is closed on an evening, as Christine's informed me. I'll have to say, you don't know how hard it is to talk all the way through on a video without looking something up, stopping to pause on whatever it is you're going to talk about, and just to continually waffle for the whole length of the lights. And Christine keeps going shh, shh, but it'd be boring and I'd have to find music to put on, and I'm sure you'd all rather listen to my dulcet tones than anything else. So we're just taking a bit of a detour off now to have a look at this fountain. Yeah, this has changed. It used to be something different that was here before. Yeah. So we'll stop and have a look at this. The thing that was here before was here for a couple of years, I think, a few years. So that this has changed. Just wish they'd play the music a little bit louder. There we go. It's quite cool, that. Getting a bit quieter down here now. So back across here, back onto the mermaids again. Yeah, it was quite good, that, must admit. I did like that section of it. So it has been very busy. I think my advice is come and see the lights on a Friday night if you've got to do it near the weekend rather than a Saturday, because there's or during the week, I think, because there's a massive difference in the traffic, as you'll see from the beginning of this video, and we've done it at roughly the same time. So there's it's not like we're later or earlier on one from another. They were both done starting around about 5:30, 6 o'clock time. So yeah, best time to go is during the week, Friday evening if you have to do a weekend. Saturday is crazy. Oh, it's Paul's van there, look. I think his has got a bigger, yeah, I think his is a bigger sticker thing on the side.
No window.
Yeah. I suppose a very different way to do the lights is from one end to the other. I think my battery will die before I get to the end. But it wouldn't have done if Christine would have walked at a reasonable pace. Yeah, we've got spare batteries. Yeah, so on the whole, I think the trams have been a bit of a disappointment. Like I said, we had the train lit up yesterday, running backwards and forwards. Today we've got the ship, the boat. During the daytime, there was some of the very old traditional trams were running. Now we've just got the modern ones, and there's no lights going
This lot here.
at all.
If you don't go.
So
Not what we know.
okay, so a bit more modern on the characters that we've got from Nickelodeon. I think Nickelodeon
Nora.
is a channel.
Dora.
It's Dora the Explorer, Christine. Come on.
Dora.
Yeah.
There's SpongeBob SquarePants.
Not Nora.
Dora.
Dora.
Explorer.
Yeah, we don't know the names of the others.
Go SpongeBob.
So the monkey, we don't know him.
No, it's
We
SpongeBob.
don't know the other one. We do recognise SpongeBob
But they're all in
SquarePants.
SpongeBob, them four.
So we recognise Sponge. Well, as Christine's pointing out, and I didn't know, these next four are all in SpongeBob
I've met
SquarePants.
them in Orlando.
Christine says she's met them in Orlando. Now watch her reaction when I turn around and say they're not real. Oh, she's
Well, I've
not
met 'em.
turning. She says, well, I've met them.
I've got pictures with them.
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
It's quite cool that people have come down with their vans. They look quite good with the lights on them,
At least you do that.
I must admit. Very different, lights it up. Well, we're pretty much past what do they call it? Pleasure Beach. I want to call it Pleasure Island, but yeah, Pleasure Beach. We're pretty much past there now. So we're a good, well, I suppose we're on what would be the home straight, I think is what you'd call it. There used to be some things up here on the right in years gone by, the odd bits and pieces. So there's a ball thing up here that Christine has pointed out. So we'll take a look at that. That has been there a few years, but we will detour for it. Now we've come off the cartoon characters and we're now on which says new and better illuminations.
1931.
Oh, it's an advert from 1930, 1931.
Bit older.
So yeah, so they must have been these must be old adverts that they used to put up, or adverts they used to put up for the lights. There's another one for 1988, 5th of September, I think that's what it said. We've got a greatest autumn display. It says this one, and it says enjoy every minute, 1954. So it was only 10th of September to 25th of October that the lights used to be, so they only ran for, what's that, 5-6 weeks?
It lasts 6 weeks usually.
Yeah. Now we have them right the way through to
Especially if that January. Especially
January. So you get a good chance to see them now. They're open for a lot longer. this old advert for the illuminations is, it just says September the 11th to October the 26th. Oh, 1953. Another one there. Superb illuminations. I can't read that year on it. Can't see that one. There's another one. This one reads 1929, and like an overhead photo. But if you look at it, I bet that was spectacular if that's how it looked in 1929. Whether it did or not, I've no idea. But it could have done, I suppose. That was 1935, I think. Is it? 35, 36, can't really tell. Some were quite difficult to read, well, difficult for me to read. And this is the last one. So I think this one is just after the war, and this one is 1949. There you go. Okay, we've changed now to some very decorative lights. So just wait for Christine there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now, so you'll have to wait for me to put a new battery in. Okay, we're back on again with the lights. So I think as we're reaching the end, or the beginning if you're coming from the other end, they're quite spectacular. I think most people who come to see Blackpool illuminations, these will be the first ones that they see. We're just passing the donations hut. Like I said, the suggested donations between a £5 and a £10. I'm not saying whether you should pay it or you shouldn't. It's, yeah, very cool. Looks like our next set of lights are sponsored by Beaverbrooks. So Diamond Lights by Beaverbrooks. Beaverbrooks are the jewellers, if it I remember correctly. I don't know if you can see the globe flashing to your right. When we get a bit nearer, I'll do a little bit more on that, and if I can't get it from this side before the end, I will put it on the very end of the video. Looks like, oh, we can get up there. So £4 for one of them trams, I think it is. And what was it, 16 for the one that's got the lights on it? Pardon? Yeah. I think it's a lot of money for what is in effect the same thing. You have to remember that when you're sat in it, you can't actually see the lights. People are looking at the lights. So this is the yeah, the lights. So we'll cross over here. Be careful to not let what happened to us, what happened to him on Coronation Street all them years ago. Can't remember what they call him, but I think he was something to do with Rita. I think when she was Rita Fairclough. So this is the globe we've got. There's different coloured lights that are flashing on it, and I don't know if you can see these on the floor, but it pretty much lights all the floor up. So I'm not sure if they come out or not. But that is quite cool, and this is definitely here all year. I'm not sure whether they light it up in the different colours or whether they just light it white, but that's really cool. Really cool. Now back onto our main lights again. Watch for the trams. This is the last of the Beaver Brooks sponsored lights. Anyway, it's a lot quieter now. Not so quiet if you're in a car, as you can tell, or a vehicle. They're still busy. Interesting piece of information for you. I don't know if you know, but when I was lorry driving and I was up this way with a truck, I decided to come through the lights with my lorry one night. I had some time, so I came through the lights. Seemed like a good idea. I got to see them, so I think this one's broken on one side. Seems to be failing a little bit. Or struggling, shall we say. This is supposed to represent the Northern Lights. So they don't quite look like that. We have seen them a few times, as you know, and but you know, they do streak across the sky. They are in the colours, the greens, the yellows, the reds, the purples. There's a couple of flats on the left that have, I'm not sure if they've lit themselves up or whether the lights are just dazzling off the thing. Yeah, I think it's the lights. Almost there. It's the station up here on the right hand side, and that's pretty much where they end. So the northern lights are pretty much finished, and
I think it was.
I think it's Partington's again. Seen their advert. They've done a lot of sponsorship for the lights as we've walked through them all in probably at least 3 or 4 places. Yeah, really good. I can't believe he's parked on double yellow lines and's got away with it. Unbelievable. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Still should get done though. 3 hours ago, not on double yellow.
Anyway, we're at the end of the lights now. The building that's facing us in front, what the lights are glistening off, is the tram station. So that was Blackpool's illuminations for 2023. So we'll probably be back again next year. We do come and see them quite often, don't we? And I think we're pretty much done now. Just have a look around the corner, but I'm fairly sure it's just these lights here, and then they'll end. I don't think there's any more. Pardon?
The keys
Yeah.
for miles.
At the end at Stargate Station, which I think is that one where that tram is. So there you go, look. That's
That's the beginning.
the very last or first illumination you come to. And traffic now is at a hold up. So there you go. Well, we're back into town again now, so we thought we'd just finish off with the tower. You notice on the thing where it says FCR Digital, they usually display something on there, but not tonight, I suppose. Looks quite cool. It does change colour. It can stay one colour for quite a while. But, yeah, it's been good. When I said they hadn't put anything on, well, they have. They're playing something now. I don't know if you can see it or not. But, I'm sure whether it'll be too dark for you. Bit weird, really.